I'm Andrew Slade, and I'm the chair of the English department at the University of Dayton. One of the major accomplishments of this particular book, of the interpretation of dreams, is for the first time, really for the first time in human history, dreams are taken seriously as objects of, as places where self-knowledge is disclosed. Freud was interested in the ways that human behavior and human thinking and human feeling were determined by things that we weren't particularly in charge of. We're not always in charge of our thinking. There's something else in us that's seeking expression, that wants something. His name for this is the unconscious. I mean, we're all very familiar with the notion of conscious thinking, right? This is what I'm doing now. But then there's all of these other things that are just below the surface that sometimes they sneak out. Freud took this seriously, and he thought dreams and the analysis of dreams was the way to get to that primary, primal, early, primitive kind of thinking, right? He thinks of it as these, the unconscious as this kind of primal and primary force that really just wants its wishes satisfied. Dreams were a place where humans satisfy these wishes, where the unconscious gets its satisfaction. And so by analyzing dreams, we can understand the unconscious formations of our thought. But here is what is, for me, absolutely significant. Dreams are taken seriously as a place where self-knowledge can be acquired. Without Freud, we don't even talk about dreams the way we talk about them now. We simply don't. If I talk to a group of undergraduates and I say, oh, we're going to talk about Freud, the first thing they want to know is they want to start telling me their dreams. And what do they mean? They're disappointed, often disappointed, because I simply can't tell them. Can't tell anybody what their dreams mean. It's more like, tell us what the dream is, just tell me what the associations are, and then you might have come to some understanding of your own dreams. Right? And the point is not just to understand your dreams, the point is to understand yourself. That's the point. That is what Freud really and psychoanalysts are insisting upon. We have to come to a point where we can live our lives as ourselves. All of the stuff that we study, from the ancient world all the way up to today, to Freud at the turn of the 19th to the 20th century, these things are material. They're things. We can treat them as if they're theory kind of floating around in the world. But before their theory floating around in the world, objects of discourse, things that we talk about kind of in the air or not in the air, remembered or forgotten, all sorts of things happen with different books. They're things. The material. I think this is an important thing to remember, an important point to remember, because they have a material consequence. Material things have a material consequence. And the idea that one could be cured by being listened to, that's a very material thing. It's a theoretical idea, but it's a material practice. And I think the book, knowing that the book is there, that until this book circulates widely, this material thing, we don't have that. One thing that the book allows us to do, at least in my view, is to highlight the importance of simply listening. The interpretation of dreams, right? Among other things, it's a long compendium of dreams that were reported to Freud. People's dreams, his own dreams, other people's dreams, dreams that were told to him, which means he had to be listening.